Welcome to the Fuck Out of Here Sis podcast. We're back for episode 5.
Episode 5.
Yeah, we actually committed to something for once in our lives.
This is, you don't know how hard it is for us to commit. This is like a difficult thing. But yeah, what were we just talking about? We were talking about coworkers that don't tell you, like, when you have like, you know how like coworkers are like, they could be your friend or they could be your enemy or they could be whatever. But like when they don't tell you that you have shit on your face or something.
Yeah,
or something going on with your, like, something in your teeth and they don't tell you.
I think that me and you both do this thing where it's like they either fucking hate me or they like me. There's no in between.
Yeah, the black and white. Like,
so
you walk into a coffee shop and say hello to the barista and they're like, hi. And you're like, that person hates me. Just in the way that they say it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so I think when I go into work and I'm like, you don't know, like, you're like, maybe they like me, maybe they don't. I'm leaning towards they like me, right? That day, maybe. And I go in and I have ketchup on my fucking nose somehow. Don't ask me how.
This is actually something that happened like a few weeks ago, right?
Yes. I went in on my day off to groom my dog. And I had ketchup on my nose, I guess, like, I don't know.
Right at the tip of your nose,
if I was
like
motorboating the eggs with the sriracha and the ketchup this morning or whatever. But I didn't know at all, unbeknownst to me. So I walk in, I groom the entire dog. I'm having full conversations with these people. And then I leave. And I look in, like, you check the car. I'm checking, like, the rear view mirror to look behind me. And I catch, like, a glimpse of my nose. And I went, did I cut my nose? And, like, it literally looks like the tip of my nose got sawed off. And I'm, like, looking at it. And I'm like, how did I get blood on my face? And I, like, wipe it. It's freaking ketchup. So you're telling me I've been sitting like that, literally in the salon for 2 hours having full conversations with people. And they didn't say anything. So I was like, yep, they hate me.
Just because wait, wasn't there a time, because yeah, this does happen. My coworkers tell me, they're all dudes, and they'll be like, and then they're like, your makeup is like messed up. Like you've got like black on like your eyes.
No, this is like an everyday thing. I'll have like mascara leaking down my face, or I'll use like the 2B mascara and I'll have
it's like all the
eyelashes,
the spider legs.
They don't say anything ever. It's very rare. Like once in a while, one of them will say something.
But remember the time that you went to work and like your cover up was like peeling off? Like it was like,
okay,
what
because
was that, and why did it happen?
I put aloe on my face before I put my like whatever foundation on, and I didn't let it dry or anything. So like, I guess in the scuffle of the day, like, I just, like, pieces were getting wiped off. So it was literally, like, patches. Like, I looked crazy as hell. And
oh, my God.
I didn't know at all. I'm walking around like this. I'm talking to customers. That's what irks me, too. Like, you're not going to be like, you look crazy. Like, it's one thing if I look crazy in front of y'all. Like, you've known me for a while. But, like, you're letting me talk to customers like this. So then I, like, went go to the office to talk to the manager. And they have, like, a two-way window or a mirror window. I don't know. Like, where you can't see in the office. It's just a mirror. And I'm walking by. And I was like, what the hell? Like, because I look literally crazy, and I walk into the manager, I'm like, you're going to tell me I've been walking around like this all day and nobody could say anything?
Like a porcelain doll.
Dude, it literally looks crazy. Like, I had cracks and crevices in my face, like, and it was just, like, missing here, missing there. Like a puzzle. And then the manager, he's like, I didn't notice, like, I wasn't in there. And I'm like, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the girls I work with. Like, that's a girl thing. Like, your makeup is falling off. You're melting, dude.
Your makeup looks absolutely insane. Fix it. Have you ever heard of blending? What is going on?
Or just say something like, you might want to wipe your face. Or even if they just went, you might want to look in a mirror.
Yeah, like, just check yourself. Dude. But I don't know. I guess when people point out stuff in my face, I do get a little self-conscious where I'm like, what's going on with it? And they're like, I don't know. You have like a black eye. Can you figure that out? I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like immediately trying to take care of it, not in front of a mirror. And they're like, no, it's still there. No, it's still there. No. Like, and you're like, okay, I'll go fuck myself.
Or what about this? This actually happened to me like last week, not even. I'm like sitting there. I think I put my hair in a bun because I didn't want it to get stuck like in the Dremel. And the one girl turns to me and goes, what's going on with your ear? And I was like, I don't know what's going on with it. And she's like, I don't know. It's like blood red. Like it looks inflamed. And I'm like, what do you mean? Both ears or just one? And I'm going like this because I have no idea. And she's like, it's like blood red, dude. It's your right ear, like your right ear. And I was like, there is nothing going on with my ears to my knowledge until this very moment.
It's not affecting your hearing in any way. I just want you to be self-conscious for the rest of your life.
So then she takes a picture of it with her phone. And she goes like this and turns and shows me. And I was like, yeah, it's a little alarming. But I'm trying to like ignore it and act like it's not.
And then you're just thinking about it for the rest of the day. Like, do I have to see a doctor?
While I'm finishing this haircut on this dog, I'm just thinking about it. And then I'm also like, in the back of my mind, I went, why did she take that picture? What if she keeps it and shows it to someone? And it's like, look at her ear. Why is her ear like that? Like,
look at this picture of this random person's ear.
They're like, dude, you should have seen Theresa's ear today. It's so irrational and so stupid, but I was like, you never know.
Yeah, I guess that could happen.
But anyway, yeah, I think my ear is fine. I don't know what it was. I think it may
Is it back to normal?
I haven't really
looked at
now
it.
You have,
now you actually
don't
have.
ask, don't tell.
The other eye, you actually have mascara.
Dude, because I'm
crying. See, that's what a real friend would do.
I'm literally crying. Yeah, so, yeah, I actually haven't looked at it. Like, I just had, like, a don't ask, don't tell policy on my ear.
God.
But I think it was fine. I think it was probably, like, taking the earplugs in and out. Maybe it was, like...
Remember when the guy wanted the blow-up picture of your foot?
Oh, my God, dude.
He wanted you to print it on a printer?
Yeah, I went to the doctor for, like, a toenail that's, like, decrepit looking. Like, it looks sick. And something, like, I was very, very self-conscious about. And I go to this doctor's office, and I guess they're operating in medieval times because he was like, yeah, we don't do, what do you say? We don't do card. We only do cash. We only do check. And then he wants me to take a picture of my toenail with my phone. And I was like, don't you have the technology to take it here and keep it in your files here? And he was like, no. You have to take a picture of it with your phone. And you have to go to a CVS and you have to blow it up. Like, whatever the
what an
12
insane
by 8
scenario.
And we need it zoomed in all the way, and you need to print it out. You need to have them print it out for you.
What if we find out that this guy, like, frames the pictures and hangs them in his house?
Yeah, I don't know,
Like, he has,
dude.
like, a crazy foot fetish.
I was like, I'm not doing that, sir. And I was getting kind of, like, to the point where I'm getting mad. Like, because I was like, I'm not doing that. And he was like, why aren't you doing it? And I was like, I'm not going to a public place blowing up this hideous picture of this toenail and being like, hey, everyone, look at my gnarled toe that I don't even want to know exists. And then I'm going to have them print it out and hand it to me. And do the walk of shame. I'm not fucking doing that. So he was like, it's not that serious. I don't know why you're making this a big thing. And then I start getting mad.
Why, but the doctor telling you it's not that serious sends me every time. It's not that big a deal.
And I was like, you're telling me the thing I'm most self-conscious about, that I think about, like, in the middle of the night sometimes.
Like my birth
That you're like, this isn't that serious, sis. Calm down. So I walked out of the office and I never went back.
Yeah, good move. Definitely a good move.
Dude.
But yeah, tell your friends when there's stuff going on with their face, or like, not if they have a pimple on their face that's quite obviously a pimple, or like a pimple that they fucked with.
Well, that was my
and
thing,
you're
like
the ear.
Like,
what's going on there?
I'm like, what if I had a pimple in my ear? I have no clue. Like, why are you looking that hard into my ear?
It's just like when people are like, what's going on with the, you're like, Yeah, it's a pimple that I fucked with that it turned into a sebaceous cyst. What do you mean? Now it's like, it was a clogged pore on my face that turned into Mount Vesuvius. Thanks for pointing it out.
Be like, it was a clogged pore that nobody would have seen
With a magnifying glass.
and I fucked with it so much that now it's a hematoma. Dude, I literally have to wipe my face.
Yeah, don't. Good thing I've had these index cards here for 6 months. Yeah, but don't do that. Can you bring me a tissue? Oh my God. We need to keep tissues at this table.
We're just gonna have to keep this over here.
Holy shit. Pass me some. I'm crying.
Dude. Listen, I don't know why it's that funny because
It really is.
It's really not that funny.
It's hilarious.
It really.
Because I think it's relatable. I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah. Don't point that shit out.
Dude, I saw this video on TikTok of a girl, and I guess it's like, I'm not on TikTok enough, but I guess this is a sound that people use, like, you better fucking work. Right?
Okay.
And she has a pimple on her head that looks like we described. Like she fucked with it, right? So, and she's going, you better fucking work. And she's getting a pimple patch and just putting it on the pimple. And that's the entire video. I wish that I knew her tag or anything, because I would, I would tag her, shout her out. But
we'll find the link
the
and put
top comment was, "That's not a pimple, that's MRSA." And everyone's hopping on, going, "I think that is MRSA." And I thank God for this one comment that was like, clearly you guys have never seen cystic acne before, and I don't know when y'all all became experts on MRSA. It's like the boy who cried wolf. One person says MRSA, and y'all Google it, and you're diagnosing this woman based off a 10-second clip.
Nah, dude.
Oh,
that
man.
was just her picking at her zit.
Yo, that fucking pimple patch is gonna have the ride of its life.
Dude, get it together. It's not that funny.
Oh, man.
It's not that funny.
But it is. Oh, man. Anyway, we gotta talk about something more serious, because I gotta stop crying. But
yeah,
J-Lo's performance at the AMAs.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's dive in. J-Lo. How old is J-Lo? She's like late
in her
50s. Yeah.
Dude,
and
she looks amazing.
she looks so good. Well, I'm not. Look, you can get up in there and dance and do whatever you want in your 50s. I don't care what you do. Was the weird auto-tune thing.
But the beginning,
beginning?
it was first, the beginning for me, it was just the angle that they had the camera pointing at her face.
Maybe that's it.
Like
but
it was
also
like it was like just awkward.
A pre-recorded clip. Like it was definitely pre-recorded. It was definitely auto-tuned. And it was like, I don't know, there was just like this thing where coming out where like everybody sings her songs for her or something. Like people were
Asani sings
her songs, and like I'm like, all right, so she's probably gonna come out and like sing, and they're like trying to make a point like she's like drawing out notes and like hitting like I guess impressive notes for J-Lo, but it's pre-recorded and it's auto-tuned. So I'm like, it loses all credibility for me, and it also doesn't sound good.
That's where I was gonna go. I'm like, to pre-record it and take that much effort and put it into it for like what 10 seconds of singing.
10 seconds of singing, and then it's
but
like kind of
it's
cringe and bad.
If you're gonna pre-record it, like you gotta make it a little better. I guess Asani needed to be on there. I don't know, but
we need to get Asani involved.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then she was dancing to Kendrick in the beginning, like Squabble Up or something, and I was like, the dancing for me was like not great. Like, you put all this effort into, like, I guess it's like about dancing to like the top like songs or whatever what was going on, but like I don't know, she was like not hitting the cues. She was like a little stiff, and I was like, this is not going well.
My brain
Sam.
went, this is like a 50-something-year-old woman, so the entire performance, if you think about it, is amazing that she can do that, because I can't turn my neck in the car to look to the right without, it locking up.
It is incredible.
But I will say, the hip hop, like,
but do you
want to
be
Kendrick,
like, oh, for her age, this is incredible?
Oh my God. Do you smell that?
Dude, it's creeping up.
That is like a rotten egg. Okay. Anyway.
Eat some roughage, will you?
Jesus Christ.
Oh!
I think it just hit you because it hit me bad.
Dude, it's escalating.
Anyway, my eyeballs were already watering. Now they're going to be burning.
Our dog farts, and when he farts, it escalates and escalates and escalates. I've never heard of a slow release fart before.
Like, usually, like, when you fart, you reach climax, like, peak.
As soon as the fart leaves your butt, it's peak
and
smell.
then it dissipates.
No, this is like climbing a mountain. Like, it's like just going up, like you're going up the roller coaster. The fart's getting more and more intense.
Yeah.
And then it kind of plateaus and then goes down.
But it takes a minute. Anyway, J-Lo. Yeah, it just, when she was dancing to Kendrick, it was pretty bad. It was cringe. The Spanish part, like when she was dancing to
like the Latin music.
The Latin music was really good. Making out with people was a little weird.
Yeah, I mean, remember when like kissing people was like cool? Like, because it was, like, edgy. Now it's, like, I just, like, people just be kissing people all the time. And it's, like, now it's kind of, like, losing its edge. It's, like...
Yeah, but I think also, like...
And when everybody's edgy, no one will be.
Well, exactly. I think that as a society, like, we are more, I guess, sexually promiscuous. Like, even if you watch TikTok, you can't scroll without them saying something crazy. Or, like, even if you're on Instagram now.
Yeah, but
so I'm like, two people kissing, yeah. Girls kissing, yeah.
It's kind of hack.
It's regular now.
Yeah, but she's just like kissing, like she kissed like two people.
And it would be different if she was like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be different if she was kissing a celebrity, another celebrity. But she's just kissing random dancers to be provocative.
Yeah, like what Madonna and Britney kissed or something. And then there was Lady Gaga kissed somebody. But I'm like, that was like, it was back then, it was like.
But now
edgy,
it would be like,
like,
yeah, it happened.
Whatever, been there, done that. And coming from J-Lo, it just seemed like kind of like forced a little bit. Doing it for the Vine, I guess. I don't know.
J-Lo's hot. She has that in the bag.
Yeah, and she can dance. Yeah, it's just like the
certain
moves,
aspects
the moves
of it
were falling
off.
flat. The not like us part. No, absolutely not. When she was doing that thing with her arm where she's going like this, I can't even do it. And I'm like, this looks like me dancing at the club. Like it's not something you want to see in a live performance.
If we tried to dance, do they not like us?
It's just like not something you want to see on a stage. Maybe they want to see it. I don't know, but yeah. It was okay. We'll say it was impressive for her. Like I said, you said, you can't turn your neck. I've been having neck issues all week. My neck literally like hurt watching the video. I was like, I don't.
Yeah, I had my neck like on the foam roller, like trying to decompress it, and I'm watching her going, wow. And my neck is like in excruciating pain. I'm just watching her like, wow.
And then these two dudes just bend her back, and she's like in half at one point, and then like comes back, snaps right back up, and I'm like, I wouldn't have came back up from that.
Just collapse on the floor.
Or like maybe I would have came back up, but like this. My back.
Dude, crazy.
I don't know.
There's been a lot going on with the celebrities. We got Bieber doing the Fenty fold on stage
Dude.
with SZA. I don't know if it's the Fenty fold, but there's definitely some substance abuse going on. We don't know. It could be alcohol. It could be anything.
Yeah, it really could be anything. But
the
it's
people saying
upsetting to see.
He's feeling the music. I'm like, Nah, he's feeling some crazy.
He's feeling something.
He's feeling something. He's under the influence.
Yeah, 100%. And for me, this is her reaching out to him was like, yo, he's about to I don't know. It was almost like trying to ground him from embarrassing himself or like, hey, we're here. Like, I don't know. It was just like, it's a lot to witness.
Yeah, I feel bad. I hope nothing happens to him, to be honest.
Yeah. And then them trying to make
good.
it about Haley. Like, he hates his wife, so that's why he's doing it. Meanwhile, she's like there filming. And I'm like, can we stop?
Yeah, we gotta stop doing that, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, Hailey Bieber can be cringe as hell. But if he is doing drugs, which it seems that way. I mean, you saw his Instagram post saying, blasting, that she got on the cover of Vogue, but he, got in a fight with her and said she'd never be on the cover of Vogue. And he wrote this all out in public.
I don't know if I would have told that.
Yeah, I'm like, you wouldn't tell that. And you can tell it was done not in the right mind, and either his team got it or he got it when he was in the right mind and was like, let me change the caption. Because they changed the caption. But if he is in this, bad state, Hailey's probably not having a good time. Being in a relationship with someone who's under the influence of some drug or substance is not easy.
Not a great time.
I mean, she could be in somewhat of an abusive situation. We don't know. It sounds like it if he's like, you're never going to be on the cover of Vogue.
Or it could be him under the influence, in a mentally kind of abusive situation where they're getting in fights and she's like, I'm never gonna be on the cover of Vogue, and he's drunk or doesn't know what he knows what he's saying. I guess I don't know, and he just says fucked up shit to her. That's even fucked up too. Even if it's just not physical, and you're just saying really messed up things to your girl while you're fighting, and then the next day sorry.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant.
I didn't know what happened.
I don't think Bieber is beating her or anything. I mean, he's doing the fancy.
And then could you imagine having a baby with all this, and then you got the public on top of it being he hates his wife, and I'm like, it's gotta. I think it's deeper than that.
The only thing I didn't like is when Hailey did her interview with Vogue, and she's like, haters gonna hate. And I'm like, why does she just have to say the cringiest thing? You know?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like famous people just say the cringiest thing.
Famous people are cringe.
They're very cringe. I feel like the older I get, we keep saying it. But as I get older, I find when I watch celebrities and certain things where it's very you have to self-promote. You have to be into yourself, where people are oh, I'm the shit. I'm a fucking what did the one guy say yesterday when we were at that thing? Oh, I'm a triple threat. I'm this. I'm that. I'm this. There's a narcissistic thing that I can't get through the cringe of it all. I don't know why. And I'm like, I feel like you can feel yourself, but there's a point where it's where it gets to be cringe. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find the line because I'm an insecure wreck, so I hate myself. But I'm like, there's got to be an in-between where you can, be confident, but not, maybe not constantly talking about how you're the shit. I don't know. Or the way you present yourself.
I mean, so I see what you're saying, and I'm trying to think about it, and I'm like, well, what if they got where they are because they're cringe? What if that is a requirement?
Could be true.
What if we don't even know? What if you have to be I'm amazing? I mean, they say that, you should talk yourself up in order to get to where you need to go, fake it till you make it, kind of.
Yeah, but it's you ever see that person at the party or the gathering that's I'm the shit. I did this. I did that. I met this person. And you kind of are your brain just starts clocking out.
Oh, my brain clocks out instantly when people start name dropping and stuff.
And they're this one time was at this thing and Ed Sheeran was there. Didn't meet him, but he was there. You that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay. Dope.
I mean, it depends if it's a cool story or not.
Yeah, it's got to be a good story. That's fine. If it's a great story. I'm just saying it's when you're just name dropping for the sake of name dropping. It gets a little okay, whatever, dude. I don't know. I'm just clocking out. Yeah. Whatever, gal, dude, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. There's a fine line between I feel that I get cringed out by the majority of things.
Get the ick like instantly.
Yeah, I don't know. But Kris Jenner's new look, what do you think?
I thought she looked good, to be honest.
Dude, I thought she
was
looked
like,
amazing.
who's her surgeon? Because the surgery hasn't been hitting lately.
Dude, it's been so I'm not. I don't want to say I'm anti-plastic surgery, but I am anti-bad plastic surgery. Like, if you are like your lips are gigantic and it looks like your face was just like stretched across, and you're just like, I don't know how to explain it other than like it's a bad facelift.
Yeah, it's like the new look.
It's like Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove. And it's like, it's just
even
too
do it.
much.
My lips
it's
aren't
just
big enough.
and it's
I
too
just
much.
look
And
like
then
a
it's
turtle.
like it's young people, like like our age or younger, that are like people in their 20s that are doing plastic surgery. And I'm like, girl, you're doing too much. There was one girl that walked into my work and she had so much work done to her face that I was having an adverse reaction like I would to like a horror scene. And I'm not trying to be rude. Like, I'm just like, because I think that it's like otherworldly, because her lips were so big. She had like I don't know if she had like cheekbones installed or something, but it was like
Installed.
It looked like it looked alien. So I was having like, Momo.
Yes.
I was having the reaction I had to Momo in my body when I saw it, because it didn't look like human to me. Like, I was like, it's freaking me out. I was like, it's something ain't right.
Yeah, that's not good.
So, I mean, there's such thing as too far, but I don't know who Kris Jenner's surgeon is, but it's crazy good.
Yeah.
And people are like hating on it. Like, I'm not hating on it. They're like, yeah, the hands don't lie. Like, I'm like, I don't care if my hand looks like the guy from The Mummy that gets his skin sucked off, and it's about my skeleton.
Face. This is the moneymaker.
I don't care if my hand is literally a skeleton. Like, if my face can look good, like, is it like, wouldn't you take it?
Yeah, right. What if you have a skeleton hand and a skeleton face?
I don't know. I just think that the science it's getting there. It's like Bill Burr had to stand up where he's like, you don't want to be the guinea pig. Like, stop. He's like, they haven't figured out the science yet. Stop getting shit done. I think they're starting to find the science.
Yeah.
It's just, you got to find a good surgeon, because I think there's so much bad plastic surgery out there that it's insane.
We're gonna touch on Diddy too, man.
Oh my God.
We haven't talked about Diddy at all.
Diddy is stressing me out.
Diddy, we haven't even touched the entire trial. We haven't said anything about it, but we've been following.
We've been following pretty closely.
Diddy's a freak, bro.
He's definitely a freak. But, like, I don't know. I feel like the trial, like, it's very early on. I think it's 8 weeks. I think they're about maybe 2 weeks in. But, like, the trial is getting into, like, his personal, like, sexual life. And I'm like, I feel like, what does this have to do with anything?
Yeah, like, I understand, like, saying, like, okay, we need to delve into, because they were, I guess, trying to dissect the fact that a dancer came in, the Punisher. A dancer came in to do a dance for them and ended up having sex with them. And they're trying to, like, paint that picture. But after they already find that out, they're like, okay, well, what did you do? Like, how did you start? And then he goes into details about how he would start with Cassie, and then, oh, so where would you finish? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why do we need to know all of this?
Why do we need to know where he finished? What does that have to do with the case? And then why do we have to know about his erectile dysfunction book?
Oh, I think that was just him. I think that was a him thing.
It was a plug.
I think he was
He's
trying
like,
to
yo,
plug himself.
read my book.
Yeah.
The Meat Locker. What was it called? Freezer meat.
Freezer meat.
He's like, freezer meat on the stand. He has it signed. He's like doing like,
he's like, read my book. White. Freezer meat.
It's about my erectile dysfunction. It's about how Diddy gave me an erectile dysfunction.
I mean, he does mention them in the book. Crazy. I'm trying to picture myself in this courtroom, and the lawyer being like, okay, so what did you do next? Okay, and then what? And like, meanwhile, he's getting chubbed up, right? And like at one point, the judge has to be enjoying this too, because at what point are you like, okay, and where did he finish? Like, where did he,
Where did he come?
and you're like, objection, and the judge is like,
relevance.
yeah,
Why
right.
is this relevant?
And the judge is like, no, continue.
Sustained.
Sustained means,
Is that what that means?
I think sustained means stop talking about it. Like, we sustain the objection.
What's the other one? Objection.
Denied. I don't know.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. No, he's just like this. I'll allow it.
That's what I mean.
Where did he come? Objection. I allow it. No, I don't think he says something else, but I don't know what it is. I'm not a lawyer. But
Yeah, but anyway, I'm like, what the heck? Like, when at one point are they like, we need to cut this, and then I'm trying to figure out how they got to the point where they're like, oh, and then he would take it and put it on his nipples. And you're, what?
How did we get here? Yeah, right? I'm just like, look.
And I guess Cassie mentioned that, but why are they asking where he put it? Like, what is the...
Which begs the question, why? Why are they delving this deep? Because
I really, like, I feel like we need to clip this up because I want people to genuinely comment. Like, I want to know.
Maybe,
why.
yeah, maybe
Like,
somebody
maybe
that
there
has
is-
like a lawyer background or like a
would
legal
be
thing
able
would
to
be like,
tell
well,
us.
this will prove this. But it's like, Diddy do.
The proof is in the pudding. But in this case, the semen, I guess.
The proof is in this semen, dude.
Like,
No.
I just, like, it's not translating for me. I'm not seeing it. Like, I'm not
I guess
seeing
it's
the
like
relevance.
maybe if he's like, oh, I never came, like I never did anything like that because she didn't like it, then it could have been like the prosecution could be like, she didn't like it, she didn't enjoy it. Maybe they're trying to get somewhere and it didn't get anywhere other than they told the whole story.
It didn't get anywhere other than on his nipples.
Dude, and then Diddy, like, just with his head down.
so
like, could you imagine? Could you imagine?
The shame. The
Like,
shame.
What somebody does, like, because I don't want to king shame what somebody does in their bedroom, like, to, the baby oil, the pool, the blow up pool. Are they swimming in baby oil? Or is that my own fantasy? I don't know. Whatever. The baby oil. I'm imagining a blow up pool filled with baby oil and like him
That
telling
might be a
Cassie to
Freudian
swim in
slip.
it.
I don't
But
know.
I hope that was happening, honestly.
So,
But yeah, I just like, I'm trying to like understand. To me, that's all okay. That gets a pass. Rubbing the stuff on his nipples. If that's what he likes, that's what he likes.
yeah.
It's the
manipulation.
abuse. It's the manipulation.
The physical and psychological abuse.
I guess prostitution's illegal, so they're like giving him prostitution charges. I guess.
Yeah, so then, well, I said to the people at work, I was like, imagine the craziest thing you've ever done sexually. Just imagine it. Don't tell me what it is. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Imagine it, and then imagine that you are in a courtroom it's not recorded. It's not like public like the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial, but you're in it and it's being told in front of a jury, in front of a judge, in front of like
your kids, in front of your children,
in front of your children,
in front of
all the
your
people
ex,
watching,
in front of your ex's husband.
And then there's people on TikTok making viral TikToks about it. So essentially the entire world knows about something you thought nobody would ever know about. Just try to put yourself in that, like, picture that. Because I'm like, I try to picture the craziest thing I've ever done. And I'm like, imagine if everyone found out. And you're like, tough call.
It's crazy.
I would
I feel like
I would probably be like this in the courtroom as well, like just hanging my head, like, how did this happen?
the public is making it more about the freak offs than what it actually is about. Like, they're like, oh my God, do you believe what they did during the freak offs? And I'm like, I'm pro freak off.
Listen, the freak off sound fun. We're gonna be real. Like, we're gonna just delve into it. It sounds like a good time.
We're
Honestly,
pro freak off. We're anti beating your woman, manipulating your woman, forcing people into anything. But from what I can gather,
we don't want to like say like the prostitutes if they felt forced in any way.
No.
The dancer who turned into a prostitute, it seemed consensual. I think
he was
said
getting
it
paid.
Was. He was getting paid.
He agreed to it. He was like, I was down for it.
Yeah, he was down for it. Like, then, like, we're pro freak off, we're pro baby oil, we're pro
Janet.
Hell, we're pro Janet. And we're pro Diddy dressed up like a Pakistani woman. Whatever he needs to do. Pro Astroglide, whatever he needs to do. We don't care.
Whatever you need to do to get where you need to go is minus the abuse.
And the prostitution and the Rico.
And I'm sure more is going to come out. I feel like it's not going to be
good. Yeah, we're not even...
we haven't even tapped the surface. But the craziest thing for me that just came out is that the whole Kid Cudi thing about, like, Cassie was with Kid Cudi while she was with Diddy, and then, like, somehow inadvertently told Diddy that she was with Cudi. I think he was, like, reading her text messages or something. And, yeah, he was like, we're going to go to his house and kill this guy, is basically what the assistant told the jury. Yeah. And, like, drove to his house, broke into his house with the intent. I'm like, I don't think Kid Cudi would be alive. I'm dead ass. I don't think he would have been alive if he were in his house and not like he was with Cassie somewhere.
Yeah, but P. Diddy went there himself with people.
With another guy.
You think that if he was going to actually kill him, he would do it himself?
Well, he said, we're going to his house to kill this guy. And the assistant said she thinks he had a gun. We're still, it's still up in the air. It's still news is out. But, I mean, I don't know. You pull up to a house in a tinted out, all blacked out Escalade, and you're like, we're going to break into this guy's house and kill him? Because he's with your girl, and this guy, like, we know he's, like, abusive. We know that he's unhinged.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that he would have. Especially if he's the guy that blew up his car.
He definitely is.
Yeah. They're saying, like, female DNA might be there, or traces of somebody else's DNA might be there. But I'm like, if he can blow up a person's car in broad daylight, he'll kill somebody.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's true. I guess we'll find out.
I don't know. I think he's unhinged, man.
Yeah, we've been watching, like, because we don't get to watch it in real time. We've been keeping up by watching Armand Wiggins.
He's so good.
Dude,
so hilarious.
In such a good, fun way. Where
he does lives on YouTube. You should check it out. If it's like, it helps you receive it in a palpable way because it's comedic. It's concise. He takes good notes. He'll tell you exactly what they said.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. It seems like that Diddy has a pretty good defense, but it seems like as it progresses, it's not. It's getting
not looking
harder
great.
and harder to defend.
It's not looking great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's the podcast. Weigh in the comments. What do you think? What do you think of the freak offs? What do you think that has to do with? What's the court case got to do with anything? Like, why are we talking about the Punisher coming directly on her clit or something? I don't know, some crazy shit. But weigh in. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Objection, relevance.
Bye.